This is the story of Victoria Livingstone, a dedicated teacher who made a tough decision to leave her profession after nearly 20 years. She shared her experience in an article published on Time magazine's website, where she explained why she felt she had no choice but to quit teaching. And the reason was AI, specifically large language models like ChatGPT. Victoria had spent her career teaching writing, literature, and language to university students, helping them develop their skills. But something started to change. Her students, who used to wrestle with their thoughts and work through the tough process of writing, were now turning to AI tools to do the hard work for them. Writing, as Victoria knew from her own experience, isn't just about transcribing thoughts. It's a process of thinking, discovery, and sometimes even confusion before things start to make sense. But her students were no longer willing to push through that discomfort. What's striking is that many of her students, particularly those studying computer science, understood AI's limits. They knew ChatGPT wasn't reliable for research. It can make up facts and generate false information. They even recognized its ethical concerns. Still, that didn't stop them from relying on it. Some admitted they were drafting research notes and letting ChatGPT turn those notes into full papers. Victoria, being a seasoned educator, tried to address this. She designed activities where students compared their own writing to ChatGPT's revisions to show them the limitations of AI-generated text. But the exercises didn't have the impact she hoped. Many of her students weren't advanced enough as writers to notice the subtle differences. When she pointed out the flaws in AI-revised text, one student simply said, "It makes my writing look fancy." Another challenge was that her students frequently used AI-powered paraphrasing tools like Quillbot. These tools can help with paraphrasing, but they often resulted in inconsistent writing styles and allowed students to avoid fully understanding their research. Victoria knew that paraphrasing requires deep comprehension, and she was seeing her students miss out on that critical learning process. She became increasingly concerned that students who relied on AI were losing an opportunity to think deeply. As writer Ted Chiang once said, "Using AI to complete assignments is like bringing a forklift into a weight room. You'll never build your cognitive strength that way." Victoria agreed. She knew that the small decisions writers make, choices about vocabulary, style, and structure, are just as important as the research itself. AI was robbing her students of the chance to make those decisions. Victoria's job also involved teaching non-native English speakers, many of whom used AI to correct their grammar. But even when students only asked AI to fix the grammar, the tools often changed the meaning of their writing. Her students didn't always have the language skills to catch those subtle shifts, and it was hard for her to convince them of the importance of developing their own voice and style in academic writing. Over time, Victoria found herself in a difficult position. It wasn't hard to recognize AI-generated text. She could tell the difference between her students' work and what AI produced. However, proving it was a challenge. She ended up spending hours grading AI-generated writing rather than giving meaningful feedback to her students. The process left her frustrated and disconnected from the heart of teaching. In the end, Victoria decided to leave the classroom. She realized that while the best educators will adapt to AI, the real challenge lies with the students. Writing, as she knew well, is a process that requires students to sit with discomfort, work through confusion, and trust their own ability to figure things out. Unfortunately, most of her students weren't willing to take that journey anymore. So she made the difficult decision to walk away from the career she had loved for nearly 2 decades. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the impact of AI on education? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.